Hello, everybody. I want to talk about a situation that happened in my neighborhood recently, and I can say for me it was kind of not a shock because we do have children in our tiny little neighborhood. My neighborhood consists of one block, and that's it. One way in, one way out. So you normally get to know your neighbors and become you don't become best friends, but you know who they are, and if someone strange is in the area, people take note and we watch out for one another. So anyways, there's a couple of kids. There's a bunch of kids, but these three particular individuals, teenage boys, were on scooters and they rode past my place and went down the block, and down the block are only a couple of homes. One is a couple that comes up for a couple of months for the season, and then another one at the end. And I thought they went down that area where they really had no business. And normally I wouldn't be on high alert, but I do like my neighbor who comes back for a couple of months. So I thought, well, I'm going to go check on her house, because when kids get bored, they get into abandoned buildings, abandoned homes, and they just get into mischief. So I decided to jump in my car and drive down the hill to get to my neighbor's house. And these three boys, their scooters were all over. One jumped up and hid behind a tree, and I could clearly see him. And I could see stuff all over the road. So I thought, what the heck have they done? And I started driving and realized I was driving through glass, broken glass, bottles smashed everywhere. And I thought, those little shits, they went down there to smash bottles for no reason. So being a good neighbor, I went and I did check my neighbor's house out. By the time I turned to come back up that road, those kids were gone, nowhere to be found. I have an ATV, and we have a neighborhood which allows ATVs, so I drove around, and I know the parents of all the kids, so I knocked on all the doors. None of the parents were home. I was able to call one of the moms of the second child, and I said, your son and his friends smash bottles all over the road, and it's a place where people drive through, and so if they could just clean it up. And there was no response. And so talked to another neighbor who verified he has a camera outside and saw the kids with bottles. And we ended up calling the police because we care about our neighborhood. The police came. The police said, well, I'll head down the hill and I'll sweep up the glass, and then I'll talk to all of the parents. And I said, thank you very much. I was hoping he would talk to the parents and have the kids clean up all the glass. The glass spanned about a half a block long. So within, I don't know, an hour, the cop was probably done with the sweeping and cleaning up of the space. And then about within the next hour, one of the kids was walking past my house with a broom, a dustpan, and a bag to clean up what the cop had left behind. So whatever, I know kids will be kids, but what gets me is I was out front when they rode past, and they said hello. I waved and said hello, and they still did it. Not only that, when I drove down the hill and they were standing in the road with the glass, they watched me drive through it. They didn't say, oh, FY. I know they were taken off guard because there's not a lot of people that drive down that road, 2 families, and they were gone. Come on now. Keep a hold of your kid. One of the kids he's trouble. He's had the cops called on him before, and he's 17 years old. So 17, 15, and 12. What are you doing? Those kids. Anyways, just wanted to talk about that. That's my experience. Have you had the same experience? Probably not. But anyway, I'll be back.